Gemini, hello. For those of you who've been here before, welcome back. And for those of you who it is your first time, welcome. I'm Denise. This is Surrender to the Flow Tarot. And today I'm going to do a general mid-monthly reading for the collective of Gemini. Any of the 11 placements, they will all work. Okay, so the way I do mid-monthly readings is I break them down into decans. Every astrological sign is divided into 3 parts called decans. Depending on where your birthday is, determines on which decan you fall into. So I will pull cards for each decan and do a full reading for each one. Just to let you know, all 3 of them always overlap. It always tells one big story. So I'm going to have timestamps where you can watch just your decan or you can watch all of them. Okay, the decan number 1 is May 21st to the 31st. Decan number 2 is June 1st to the 10th. And decan 3 is June 11th to the 20th. If you're watching this for not your sun sign, pick the same decan that your sun sign would fall into. If your sun sign's in the 1st, 2nd, or 3rd, read the decan for your 1st, 2nd, or 3rd for the rest of your placements. The same one. You feel me? Okay. So the question that we're asking the universe for you is, what can you do to raise your energetic vibration right now and for the rest of the month? We're going to start out with the Linestrider Tarot. And then we'll see what we clarify with. I have been using this, but you know how it goes. I do whatever, this is the Elle Qui. Whatever I'm told to do. That's how it works. Okay, here we go. So first I'm gonna pull 1 card for each decan and then we'll go, I'll tell you what those are and then we'll clarify, okay? Are you ready, Geminis? Geminians? Okay. The Fool wanted to come out. Okay. So leaping of faith, having faith, letting control go, right? You saw that flippy. The Queen of Cups in reverse for decan 1, which is May 21st to the 31st. Decan 2, the 8 of Wands. Decan 3, the 5 of Wands in reverse. Okay, we have the 4 of Swords on the split. The 6 of Pentacles underneath that, okay. And on the bottom, the 6 of Cups. And underneath that is the King of Wands. Interesting. So the split and the underneath are for all of the decans. Okay. This is definitely about relationship. A strong soulmate, at the very least, relationship. It is also about a separation of that or a disconnect and healing. All right, decan 1, Queen of Cups, May 21st to the 31st. Decan 2, 8 of Wands, June 1st to the 10th. Decan 3, 5 of Wands, June 11th to the 20th. It feels like there's a withdrawal happening. And I'm feeling like you feel like it's for your, like, to protect yourself. But there's definitely a conflict, and it feels like an internal conflict. But let's see. We're going to start. I think we're going to go with tarot first to clarify. And we're going to start with the Queen of Cups. So Deacon 1, here we go. We're using the Lightseers. Again, Deacon 1 is May 21st to the 31st. Should probably write down the timestamps. How do I not have any paper? Literally in my art studio. My goodness gracious. What? Okay. Sorry about that. Okay. Here we go. Lightseers. Queen of Cups, Deacon 1. So Queen of Cups is Cancer. It could be any water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, but it doesn't have to be any of those. Just letting you know in case it is relevant. Okay. What can you tell Gemini, those who resonate with Deacon 1, about the Queen of Cups in reverse and how that will help them raise their energetic vibration? Wow. The Hermit. Okay. The Three of Wands, but didn't fall. So the Ace of Cups in reverse. The Queen of Swords on the split and the Knight of Wands on the bottom. The Queen of Swords is probably you. It's Libra, but it's probably you in this case. Are you in a place where you are feeling a lot of action? You're feeling a lot and you want to take action. But the universe is wanting you to focus on clarity, to take a step back. Let's see, because it's not clear. It's not clear. But there's definitely a halting to a new pathway in your life that has to do with relationships, all intimate relationships, yourself and outside of you. Justice, which is Libra. One more. The Five of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. All right, I kind of feel like we're maybe dealing with Empress energy on some level here, but not empowered. So weird, but what I'm getting is that you are to take no action right now. There is still, the focus is that part of you that feels abandoned, which you're doing. you're doing, and it looks like there's justice. Justice is going to be served. That has to do directly with whatever has caused you at some point in your life to feel like you don't fit in, you're not enough. Abandonment is really what I'm getting, like super strong, super strong. I think you're going to get a truth. It's going to alter the course, and it's going to free you from the shackles of feeling imprisoned that fear of abandonment has caused you. Are going to be released. It's the beginnings, right? It's the beginnings. Underneath the Queen of Swords is the Ace of Pentacles. So you got the Ace of Cups in reverse and the Ace of Pentacles. So it is about the building of your long-term legacy, right? And the grounding of your authentic self, and the learning how to take care of yourself. And your relationship with the source. So it looks like you are deepening, you're either beginning your relationship with the source or deepening your relationship with the source. But it's very specifically tied to some kind of separation of a soulmate is what I want to say. But I'm going to pull an Elle Qui card because I just want to add to it. I just want to add to this. So, sorry, I feel weird. So I apologize for my weird energy. I think it's to free yourself from the poor me thinking that you have. There's a disconnect between you and your higher self and source. And it's stuck in this, it's tied to this fear of abandonment, right? But justice is being served. And in order for that to be served, it has something to do with your view of unconditional love to yourself shifting, okay? Let's, and I do feel like no action needs to be taken right now. It's meditation, that kind of action. No external action, only stuff that fortifies your relationship, your solid footing, that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Deacon 1, or those who resonate with Deacon 1. All right, let's pull an Elle Qui and let's see what the fuck is up. Okay. Strong feminine, whether you're male, female, or non-binary, it's about the receptive, open, creative parts of yourself. So, she who is wild, she who stands on the split, she who is wild, sauvage, untamed, wild, mysterious is what came out. And what's on the bottom is Jocelyn, she who persists. Okay. This is about standing in your power, defining your own identity for yourself. not letting it be swayed by external forces or opinions trying to tell you that you should be something else, that you know what I mean, that you should look like this, that you should behave this way. This is you saying, no, I know who I am, and I am this, and you can either like it or not, and I don't give a effing hell. She will not be pigeonholed by society. She's on a quest to find herself in a way that makes sense to her own inner voice. You feel me? That is what this is about. That disconnect with source and your higher self. This is about making the connection happen. Reconnecting. Okay. Sauvage, she who is wild, casts a spell to change her into her most untamed self. She's caught up in the whirlwind, taking her into the wildness of her inner soul. Cords connect her to the pendulum, one of her tools for exploring her true nature. Interesting. So maybe if you don't have a pendulum, look into getting one and Google about how to use it and see if that helps you. Her two crow companions, try not keep the focus on yourself, the questions, not external. Do you know what I mean? Her two crow companions flutter by her as they watch the mystery unfold. Sauvage turns from light to dark, then back again, because she knows the power in being both and neither. Here is the primitive pattern of her authentic self. Her eyes are closed to better hear the voice of the universe, calling her back to her indigenous roots. The only person who can stop Sauvage is herself. The message of this card is to examine what makes you feel tame and predictable. Now commit to doing one unexpected act each day. Think of it as random acts of authenticity. All right. Monitor the reactions of those in your inner circle. Some will be your corvid flight mates, while others may need to be gently moved further away. Only those who can support you in your arcane fancies need to be maintained. Your best answer to the current situation is to let them know you are a magical wild thing. Who supports my authenticity? These are questions to ask yourself, okay? What unexpected things can I do today? Where can my magic take me? All right, Deacon 1. So that's pretty clear. Yeah, all right. Woohoo, okay. Moving on to Deacon 2, 8 of Wands. So, is this, you find yourself, you have a stronghold, and you have so much power from it. It fuels, it's like, is firing you up that you want to take action. I have a feeling like, I'm not sure that that's the move. So we're going to find out, okay? Deacon 2, June 1st to the 10th. What can you tell us about the 8 of Wands? What can Gemini do to raise their energetic vibration with this 8 of Wands? How do they do that? What does the 8 of Wands have to do with it? Okay, ready? The 4 of Swords, which came out. Okay, so healing by withdrawal, by self-care is really important for you right now. Taking care of your sleep, eating, movement, water, reconnecting with nature, connecting with nature, doing all of those things that help you fill your reserve up, your energetic reserve, right? I don't think this is about rebuilding it. I think it is about filling it. It might be about a little bit about rebuilding, a little like adding to it, but I don't think you're not starting from scratch here. You know what I mean? You've already been on this journey. The 5 of Wands, which is in reverse for Deacon 3, so interesting. I feel like the competition that is going on is you versus you in your head, you know? Okay, the 4 of Cups, sideways going into the reverse, which is good. Oh, interesting. Four of Cups and the Eight of Wands. They are opposite energy. The Three of Cups, the Seven of Cups, all these cups. So we know this is about love, self-love, and unconditional love, being love. It's also about, at the same time, it's about deepening your psychic abilities, your intuition and your psychic abilities. That's this whole thing, right? So it may be that you're getting you're about to get downloads and activate to a different level. Okay, for sure, it is about reaching out to your support team. If you don't have one, it's about finding your soul tribe. If you have one, it's about using it. And it could be support in the way of online groups, books, therapy, friends, anything like that, right? Yoga class, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Or you so far have been maybe like holding back from it. The Page of Wands. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. All right. The Hermit on the split. The Five of Cups on the bottom. I think I want to pull one more. The Ace of Swords. The Eight of Wands. Clarifying the Eight of Wands. You got the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Cups, and the Ace of Pentacles. Yes, it's about uncovering your highest authentic self. It's about finding it, uncovering it, rediscovering it, fortifying it, and really taking the time to heal those parts of you that have those wounds that started from somewhere else and someone else and something else, but that you are still attached to. It's about detaching from those. I am going to pull one more, okay? And I'm going to scoot these around a little. And we're going to pull an Elle Qui for this too, but it looks like it is time for you, when you are feeling like you've been healed up. Oh, I didn't write down when I started Deacon 2 for the timestamp. It's all right. It's not a big deal. Yeah, you're getting yourself ready. You're getting yourself ready to go back, to be out there, right? And this is interesting because there's something here that I'm not quite picking up on. And it's also about trusting, rebuilding trust, and allowing yourself to accept goodness. The Emperor in reverse. So that's Aries, if that's relevant. The Eight of Wands for the Eight of Wands. The Devil. Okay. That's what's going on here. Maybe you are waiting. You're putting some kind of importance, or you're letting kind of maybe the power to make a decision outside of yourself. Like you're waiting for proof of something. Sorry. Something like that. Information to come externally before you make a move. And this is saying, no, you decide when. You decide when. You will know when you've healed yourself, you will know. I still feel like there's one more piece here. Definitely in a transition, right? I think this is you're supposed to follow your inspiration. Let's do an Elle Qui for you. follow your inspiration, but before you can do that, you have to rebuild and refill your energetic preserve. Because if you don't do that, you don't have an overflow to give from, and you're giving from your reserve, which will only deplete you, will only hurt you. You feel me? It's not going to get you what you want for the long term, and you understand, it's not going to be solid. So let's see what the Elle Qui says. It's interesting because I feel strongly about the intuition, but it's not even coming up in here, but it's underlying everything. It's that Page of Wands, because that's like when you're making like an effort for something really new and exciting, and it's about allowing yourself to accept it, to go with the flow, and to enjoy it, and not be in the like thinking or worry, but to be in the moment, right? Be present in the moment, and not just like, not meditatively, but like active. It's something that has to do with actively creating something. Okay, what do you got for Gemini? You are not going to believe. You're not going to believe it. It's Jocelyn. Look at that. This is all about you. I'll read the whole thing for you. She who questions, yes. So this is about opening yourself up to deepen your relationship with yourself, and to ask questions, and to sit and to not think, but to allow them to come, and then if there's more questions on top of those questions, to follow that, because there's deep diving to be done. And on the bottom is she who resists, audacious, fearless, justified, resistant. I haven't had her pop out yet, so let's see. Interesting. We'll do her first. Excuse me. Audacious grips a bloody knife in her hand. She looks back to see who follows. Her determination is echoed in the golden bee exploring the rose in her hair. She will continue to do what she must do. She holds no love for violence, but neither will she allow fear to rule her. When the call comes to fight for her rights, she will always answer. Her fierce resistance comes from a lifetime of being told what she cannot do. This is all about you finding your authentic self, right? And holding on to it, and being it, letting yourself become it fully, and fuck whoever it doesn't fit for. You're done. You're done. Your time is now, okay? You don't have to be, it's not like rude, and it's not rude for you to be that way. Stand in your power, and whatever doesn't suit you will fall away, and some of that will hurt. But some of that will hurt. If you're standing in your power from your truth, it's not going to hold you back. You know what I mean? Because you know your truth, and that doesn't suit you. You feel me? Audacious embraces her own voice, her own power, her own infinite right to be herself. Her message is to fight for yourself. Resist those who would change who you are. Stand against injustice in your world. It is best to choose the path of nonviolence. Yet at times you may have to use justified anger as impetus to move yourself forward. So maybe you've been afraid to use your voice. Maybe you've been told that having an opinion or speaking out is rude or hostile or combative. And maybe you have acted combatively in the past, and this is all of this healing is going to help you see when that's useful and when it isn't. Do you know what I mean? And to give you peace and clarity on using your voice and being allowed to, and that it's not rude. You feel me? And it's not impolite. You know what I'm saying? This moment calls for you to draw on your own inner strength. Examine how you may be allowing things to happen simply by refusing to resist. This is not a time to allow others to walk over you. Here are the questions, okay? Am I allowing my power to be blocked? Is my anger justified? Are there peaceful ways to resist? This is great. It is. It's great. I'm happy for you. This is not easy, but you're getting there. It's not easy. Hasn't been easy, but it's getting easier. It's getting easier. All right. Deacon 3, June 11th to the 20th. The Five of Wands in reverse. That's coming out of a competitive mindset. That's not being you versus you, and that's you not comparing. That's you putting down the you versus you. That's you putting down the comparisons that you're holding or that others are projecting onto you, right? We'll pull tarot on that one, but I kind of almost feel like we don't need to, but we are, and we'll pull an Elle Qui for that. So no worries. No worries, my Gemini friends. Okay. Okay. Five of Wands. I feel like I'm going to sneeze. Five of Wands. Do I need to use a different deck? There are a lot of cards out. Oh, I think we're all right. Okay. The Tower and the Knight of Swords. Cutting bitches out, cutting out what doesn't serve you, having clear sight and vision, knowing, being solid in your desire and impulse to act, not impulse, but pull to act, and doing it, and letting the pieces fall around you because they need to. You feel me? Judgment. Yes, Gemini, this is beautiful. This is exactly what I'm saying. It's answering the call. It's putting all this shit down. It's stopped the you versus you, and it's no more of the projections from outside to you telling you who you are, how you should act, and what you should do. Fuck that. No. You hear the call. Look, the Six of Cups, which came up. That's how we started the bottom, and it's on the split. The Six of Cups. This is about you. Soul karmic cycles with ancestral karma. You feel me? That means energy that has been dissonant, that has been passed on through generation and generation and generation and generation. And for you, you are the generation that is waking up to it and saying no more. You feel me? The Queen of Swords on the bottom, you and your power. Go Gemini. Yes, 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 yes. Oh my gosh, this is beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Look, it's not going to be easy. Okay? It's not going to be without some pain and definitely shifts and transitions, okay? But come back and watch this when you need it. You're on the right path, you're doing the right things for yourself, and you're becoming yourself. It's so beautiful. Okay. Let's get an Elle Qui for you to wrap this up. I'm happy for y'all. It's so weird when the same ones come out. She Who Surprises is on the split. This is a cool deck, right? She Who Remains, Mena, Tilly, Powerful, Devotion, True Worth. Look at this. Look at her. Okay, that's on the bottom. And who came out is Amelie, She Who Questions, Curiosity, Destiny, Search. All right. What did I do with the book? It's right here. Okay. Amelie welcomes you. She wears an assortment of vivid flowers and honors the many tendrils. Each one is a possibility, a chance, an unexpected happening. Her gift is to see which ones will open next. Wait, maybe I didn't tell you, but she had come out on the split at some point. I saw her on the split. Maybe I didn't say that out loud. She who questions welcomes questions because she loves giving answers that lead to more questions. She is the sacred circle of the oracle. Do not be dismayed if your search seems to lead you to more questions. It is Amelie's preferred way. Amelie shows that you have other paths in front of you. You definitely do. You have the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Ace of Cups. There are avenues you can take that you may not even see yet. Be ready for the unexpected signpost pointing you toward a completely different way. Destiny can sometimes be tricky because you may be pulling for the wrong shore. Stop for a moment in your seeking. Tap into your natural curiosity and question things. Even those people who have always seen one way and only one way may have hidden depths. Your job is to re-examine what you thought truth was. Chances are good you will be given an opportunity to make some changes. Remember, the circle can become a spiral. So rather than leading you back to your own beginning, it may take you up or down. Your skill at questioning will help you find your way. Here are your questions. What am I searching for? What is the meaning of destiny to me? In what ways has my journey been a spiral? And then let's read this one. She Who Remains, Manatili. Tilly, sits on her crystal throne with her lynx beside her. Her gown shows her connection to the ice dragon. Her truth of self keeps her warm against the icy stares of naysayers, and her gaze is cool as she surveys her snow-covered kingdom. Sounds like the Queen of Swords to me! Many of her subjects have left the wintry wilderness for less austere places. At any time, she too could have left her kingdom for other realms, but she's devoted to the ideals her reign represents. Her role may seem like a lonely one to some, but not to her. She knows how powerful a single person can be. This card's lesson is to stay true to your purpose, even when others do not support you. Your true worth is not measured by the number of people who agree with you. People will come and go from your life, but have faith that you have the power to attract those who appreciate your gifts. Remember the lesson of this lady. Love yourself first and best. Those who remain by your side will be worthy of your affection. Your true worth is yours alone. This is great, Gemini. Your questions for this are, how do I feel most powerful right now? Who supports me and is worthy of my friendship? What ideals do I need to devote myself to? Gemini, you got this. I'm so happy for you. I'm happy for you. Good luck, sweet travels on your journey. I hope that this helped. Thank you for coming and sharing your energy with me. And thank you for coming and holding space for me so that I can attempt to translate the energies and the messages for you. Okay, so I will see you all in about 2 weeks at your March monthly reading. Until then, bye-bye.